Namaste. Hi there, it's me, Stacey Lee, and of course I'm here with a sleeping Miss Foxy Brown. Welcome to your yoga session. I'm glad you could join me. Today's flow is based on the Sun Salutation and the Moon Salutation put together. We're going to enjoy all the goodness of bringing fire up through our body and then cooling ourselves down. I hope you're looking forward to it. For today's class, you'll need a mat or a carpet. We will be lowering down to our knees. And if you have tender knees, you should have a small hand towel that you can place under your knees just to help you feel more comfortable. You can place that right in the middle of your space. And then a block, one block or maybe two blocks. If you have two, bring them both into your space, okay? And you can just place that right down on the side of your mat. Now, I've got my mat set up sideways, but you could set yours up facing me. I'll just be turning sideways so that you could see the postures. If you're ready to get started, please come into the center of your space. Take your feet wide so that you have a wide, solid base of support. Place your left hand on top of your heart and your right hand on top of that. Deep breath in. Long, fluid exhale. This is your chance to acclimate, to make the shift from the busy world out there to the quiet space in here with me. Congratulations, you showed up. The next 29 minutes belongs just to you. Please close your eyes. This is your chance to acclimate, to make the shift from your external environment to your inside world. With your eyes closed, you could feel the thump of your heart. So electric, so magnetic. Breathe deeply. You might notice the sound of your breath. You certainly feel your breath. Notice all the feels and the sensations that make up you today. And just listen to the mantra that we'll be using today. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Please blink your eyes open. That's exactly what we'll be doing today. We'll be building your strength, quieting your mind, and preparing you for whatever life brings. What do you say? All right, let's begin with a very gentle sun salutation. I'd like you to step your feet together so that your ankle bones touch. By the way, when I reach my arms overhead, if they disappear off the screen, then you can just look at my reflection right here in the mirror. Have you got it? Good. See, you've got two of us today. Here we go. Open up your fingers very, very wide and press your thumbs into your shoulders. Stand up very tall. Engage your core and engage your seat. Now reach your arms up overhead. This is the mountain pose. Draw your elbows back and lift your chest a little bit. Let's roll your shoulders back a few times. I'll refer to this in today's sequence as a lifted back bend. Hold your elbows back, and I'll show you why. Lift your chest up a little bit while still keeping your abdominals engaged. And now tilt your chin up towards the sky. Let's have a little sparkle behind your eyes. I'm prepared for whatever life brings. Okay, inhale, reach up high, mountain pose. Bring your hands together and slide them down to your heart. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Give yourself one moment. And now, bend your knees. Bring your hands to your thighs. This is an isometric, not moving, squat, or in yoga, chair pose. In this posture, I'd like you to sit your hips way back behind you and try to squeeze your knees together. Stand up tall. Let's practice that sequence a few times in a row so you feel good about knowing it. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, lifted back bend. Mountain pose. Hands to heart, sit into chair. And now stand tall. Let's do that again. Mountain, lifted back bend. Mountain, lower down to chair. Inhale, I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Inhale, I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. One more time. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. All right, now that you know that sequence a little bit, I'll turn sideways so that you could see the other movements as I move back and forth on the mat, okay? You could stay facing me. All right, let's do that one more time. Knees together. Inhale, reach up. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Now just stay here. Both hands come onto your left leg. Step back with your right leg. Establish your balance. And then look down and reach down. Now we'll be lowering to our knees. This is a good time for you to slide your towel so that if you want to pad your knees, you can, okay? Lower your right knee down to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And a long exhale, lengthen your spine. Now bring both knees to the floor. Place your hands down. Let's practice a very gentle cat and cow combination. I'd like you to just curl your tailbone underneath you and then lift it up again. Notice I'm just isolating my lower back. When you curl your tailbone under, you should feel a nice stretch in your lower back. Let's hold this one. Ready? Hold. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Okay, lengthen your spine again. Now, lower down to your elbows. Take your knees apart very wide and bring your toes up. You can walk your arms forward and we're dropping into Sphinx pose. So you're rested on your elbows and your neck is long. And now walk your hands back to child's pose, wide-legged child's pose. So your knees should be wide enough for your belly to just hang down. Let me move this block. I'm gonna move the towel too because I won't be using it. Okay, so your knees are very wide and you're reaching forward. Maybe your head comes down to the floor. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Okay, walk your hands forward again. Let's go back to that kneeling Sphinx pose. So lower onto your elbows or your forearms. And with control, you'll drop your hips down and then press up and back. Child's pose. Let's flow between these two movements, okay? Walk forward, lower down to your elbows, lower your hips, lift your eyes, sparkle behind your eyes. Come back. Child's pose. Come forward. I build my strength. Press back. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Press up to tabletop, so up to your hands and your knees. You can bring your feet right behind your knees. And now fold your toes under. This is called a foot fold. Exhale, engage your abdominals and hover your knees up. Keep your knees bent and then just lean back. So this is a very gentle downward facing dog. Let your head hang heavy. If you'd like to, you could straighten your legs. Maybe you'll straighten one leg and then the other. With your head hanging upside down, you might feel a little bit of pressure in your head. Please be sure to exhale a lot. Okay, bend both knees. And now lift your right leg up in the air. Keep your knee bent, flex your ankle hard, and then you'll lift your leg over towards your left side so you're getting a gentle twist. Take a deep breath in, please, and a long exhale. I build my strength. Now the same leg, your right leg, will step forward, a big step. You can heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe into the center. You can always use your block to assist you if you'd like to bring the ground a little bit closer. So this is your low lunge. Now let's come up to high lunge. Draw your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. A long exhale. Let's take small steps with your back foot. One little step, another little step into chair pose. So next time we do that, if you prefer to take one big step, you can. Chair pose nice and low. Stand back up. Chair pose again. Sit down low and bring your hands to your heart. Lift your elbows up. Let's practice twisted chair. So twist to your right. Come back to center, twist to your right. Come back to center one more time. Come back to center, and now reach your arms overhead and lift your heels just one time. This is called the elevated mountain. Sweep your arms down. Bring your hands to your heart. Step wide. Just take a moment with yourself. How do you feel? Inhale and exhale. Can you feel your heart thumping? I sure can. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. All we could do is prepare, right? Be prepared, not scared. All right, let's do that on the other side. Here we go. Bring your feet together again. Reach up, mountain pose. Lifted back bend, say, mountain pose. Hands to heart, chair pose. Stand up tall. We'll do it again with our mantra. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Stay here, okay? Two hands come to your right thigh. Lean on your right thigh as you step back with your left leg. Take a nice wide step and take a moment to just acclimate yourself. If your block is here, you can lean on your block as you come down with two hands towards the floor to low lunge. You can readjust your towel if you'd like, and then bend your knee. Now bend both knees. And this time we'll start with our knees wide in the back, toes together, sit back, child's pose. Breathe deeply and melt down. And now rock on your knees, come forward to your forearms. A gentle sphinx, you drop your hips. Your heart reaches forward and your eyes lift up. Press back, walk back, child's pose. Flexion of your spine, and now come forward. Extension of your spine. One more time, come back to child's pose, please. And you'll hold there. A deep breath in and a long exhale. Press up to tabletop on your hands and your knees. Then fold your toes. When we fold our toes, it gives us the opportunity to stretch the muscles in our feet. So important. Now exhale, engage your abdominals and hover your knees off the floor. And then lift your hips, downward facing dog. You can keep your knees bent or straighten out your legs, whatever is best for you. A deep breath in. Exhale, bring your heels a little bit closer to the mat, just a millimeter. Okay, keep your knees slightly bent. Lift your left leg up in the air. Your knee is bent. Your ankle is flexed. Spread your toes. Now move your foot across your body towards the floor next to you on the right side. You'll feel your whole side body stretching. Please keep exhaling. Okay, lift your leg up again. And now we'll step forward. High lunge. You can take your block if it's helpful to toe, heel, your foot into the center. Transfer your weight onto your thigh. High lunge. Now remember, you can take little steps or one giant step forward to chair pose. Chair pose. Stand up. Chair pose and hold. Lift your elbows high and press your hands together a lot. Now twist to your left. 3, this is called the twisted chair. 2, and 1. Return to center. Elevated mountain, reach all the way up. Lift your heels. Hands to heart. Step your feet wide. Your left hand on your heart, your right hand on top of that. A deep breath in and a long exhale. Okay, now what I'd like to do with you is flow through that sequence. First on the right, then on the left. Okay, so I'll just move from one posture to the next. Are you ready? All right, bring your feet together. Here we go. I build my strength. Whoops. Okay, do over. Ready? Reach up. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Bring 2 hands to your left thigh. Step back with your right leg. High lunge. Low lunge. Step back, both knees to the floor. Knees wide. Sit back, child's pose. Onto your elbows, Sphinx pose. Child's pose. Lift your hips. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up. And downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up in the air. Bend your knee. Flex your ankle. Take your foot across your body. Feel the twist as you open up your hip. Swing your leg forward. High lunge. Scoot your foot into the center, toe heel, toe heel. Bring both hands to your right leg. High lunge. Little steps or one big step into chair pose. Twist to your right. Return to center. Elevated mountain. All the way up. Lift your heels. Hands to your heart. Sun Salutation, reach up. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Both hands come to your right leg. Step back with your left leg. High lunge. Reach down. Low lunge. Step back, high plank. And then bend your knees. Take your knees wide. Child's pose. Sphinx pose on your elbows. Lower your hips, reach your heart forward. Child's pose. Hands and knees tabletop. Fold your feet, please. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Keep your knee bent, flex your ankle, and open up your hip. Big step forward, low lunge. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel your foot into the center. Walk both hands to your left leg. Come up tall, high lunge. Little steps or one big step into chair pose. Hands to your heart, elbows high. Twist left one time. Return to center. Elevated mountain. Reach all the way up. Lift your heels. Bring your hands to your heart. Now step wide. Oh, you should be so proud of yourself. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Okay, let's move on to our Moon Salutation. Facing me, bring your feet together. Reach up to mountain pose, and this time you'll flip your hands inside out for palm tree. Let's just take one palm tree here, pressing through your knuckles just like this, but overhead. And then just like a palm tree does, tip from right to left and right and left. Come back into the center and flip your palms back. And now, step your feet apart just a little bit wider. We'll practice half moon on your left side. A deep breath in and a long exhale. Reach back into the center. Take a wider step. Turn your toes out. This is called the Fierce Goddess. Do you feel fierce? It's a very divine feminine pose because your hips are wide open. It's the creative posture. And then this is the star pose, and this is a divine, masculine, very strong and confident posture. Goddess, star. Goddess, star. Build your strength. Quiet your mind. Be prepared for whatever life brings. Let's hold our star pose. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Pivot your back foot and then pivot your front foot. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot sideways. Your left hand comes to your left thigh and then stretch over your head. This exercise is called extended side angle. So make a very sharp angle from your fingertips down to your foot and then stretch in both directions. Now bring your fingertips to the back of your head, and I'd like you to bend all the way across to your right and then bend and lean on your thigh. Do that a few more times. Bend and back. Oh, doesn't this feel good? I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. If it feels good, you should say it out loud. Say, ooh, this feels so good. Okay, return to extended side angle. And now sweep your arm all the way down. Bring your hands to your heart in the center. Pardon me as I fix my clothes. And then pull your elbows up. Let's twist it out a little bit. Twist towards your front leg. Twist to the wide legs. Twist to your front leg. Twist to the wide legs. One more time. Your front leg and the wide leg, and we'll hold it here. Pivot both feet and sit down again. And now bring your hands to your thighs and hinge forward. So grab your block, and you can bring it to the high position or a lower position. It's really up to you. And you could place your hands right on the block, bend your knees, and then straighten your legs. We'll do this a few more times. Bend and straighten. I'd like you to be aware of the position that you're making with your spine. Do your best to make a long line with your spine and your abdominals engaged. Okay, now we'll keep our knees bent. I'd like you to pull your left hand up to your rib cage and twist to your left. You can look up to the ceiling if you'd like. Come back down to center, straighten your legs, and then bend. Right hand, twist, look up, return, straighten, and bend. Again, slide your hand up, look up, and down, straighten, exhale, inhale, twist, look up, big exhale here. Both hands down, straighten and bend. I'd love to have one more of these. Ready? One more on the left. Straighten, bend. One more on the right. Straighten, bend. And now bend both knees and walk your hands up to your thighs. Sit up tall. Hands to your heart. Pivot your left foot this time and pivot your right foot. So you've got 1 foot side, 1 foot front. Place your right hand on your right thigh and reach all the way across, extended side angle. So stretch from your fingertips right down to the pinky edge of your foot. Make it very sharp. Use some effort. I build my strength. Bring your fingertips behind your head, please. Side and side and side and side. Tick-tocking, increasing your flexibility in your torso and increasing your muscular endurance in your oblique muscles. Okay, this time we'll hold it down, extended side angle. Let's make a big circle. One more circle. Okay, bring your hands to your heart, please. Elbows up, twist to your front. And now to the open legs and twist to the front. Front leg, I mean. And your open legs, one more time, front and open legs. And this time turn towards me. You remember this one, the divine goddess. And this is the star pose. Goddess, star. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Hold this up, please. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Okay, bring your hands together into your heart. Step your right foot in just a little bit. And now reach your arms up over your head, half moon to the right. You want to make sure that you're all balanced before I let you go. And now come back into the center. Flip your hands inside out, just like we did before. Press your hands up, step your feet close, and tick-tock from side to side, just like a palm tree swaying in the wind. Return into the center. Separate your hands, the mountain pose. Lifted back bend, mountain pose. Hands to heart, come through to chair and stand tall. Inhale, reach up. I build my strength. I quiet my mind. I prepare for whatever life brings. Please step wide and place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of that. If you can believe it, we've come to the end of our session already, just like that. See, exercise doesn't ever have to hurt to work. Just do a little bit every day. I hope you had a good experience flowing with me today. It was an honor and privilege to be your guide, and I look forward to guiding you again next time you come to your mat. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay vibrant.